The rules are on screen, pause if you need to, otherwise I'll get back in 5 seconds, and at least it allows me to say this. In real life, if you don't believe in yourself, turns out nothing ever gets done. So, yeah, this week has been abysmal, but at least, as we get into Nuzlocke medical history, character exclusive jury, yeah, at least I'm doing what I can, but really stick to your guns, and, yeah, it might hurt in the short term, but in the long term. Anywho, let's get into focusing now. Second, light, Takeshi-san, dexterity, and strength, among other things, but I don't really want to say much else more, because that would be spoiling other things that I really should be prioritizing at the moment, but, man. Anywho, so we're jury, we're gonna check book for sure. I don't know if that's no, I think that is. Is it the real strat? I don't know. Flesh regrowth, I mean, might as well. Then we'll sell it, because that way I only have to use the checkbook once. While that's a bit of Doom progress, I don't know. Going weaponless I don't think is a very smart decision with jury. Maybe it is. Maybe someone has some secret sauce strat, but not me. Anywho, character exclusive, so I might as well sit here. Because I've run into bad moments before where I didn't get outdoorsman, and man, that hurt. So, and considering we're jury and we're gonna, not leveling up fast, but leveling up a lot sooner. That's kind of the quirk, right? 50 experience to level up, and then so while you might be at the same level at the end of the game, when you get those levels, also put some factor. I could also sell the medical kit, because with medical history, we really don't want to get hit. Anywho, sailors, Akamanto, arms, botanist, and botanist. I was looking at Akamanto and thinking, botanist and mermaids. So probably botanist first, arms second, Akamanto third, and then mermaids into... Well, we can handcuff. Well, we're going to handcuff Akamanto. Never mind. Do I save botanist for later then? Maybe I do. That means I have to take arms or mermaids first, but I don't want to... Because really all I'm doing with jury, because our perks are pretty much non-existent. And I guess I should talk on that. That's why I need to really think through these things. Again, going slower, because the fast... I mean, I can play fast. It's just not the best thing in the world. Also, mermaids has several ways out, so... If that ever gets changed, then we know that really just objectively the game is going downhill. Anyway, prepare into checkbook, because, yeah, those funds, yeah, we're not going to be using all of it, but we might not be using all of it, but man, do I not want either of these. So I'll grab the pocket knife, and then I will grab, oh my goodness, well, actually the monkey wrench is pretty good. So, yeah, I'm probably only going to level up twice, 3 times maybe, because I'm also going to visit the police station, and I forgot to do one of the things. Anywho, what do we have? Botanist, sorry. So yeah, I should do that. If the forest was not at max threat level, I at least want it to be high. Either way, you're going to be doing something good, and since I'm jury, Doom should be quite low in just if I'm trying to level up. If you're not trying to level up as jury, then it's a bit more spooky, but. Anywho, there's something else I may have wanted to do. I guess not anymore. No, one more investigation in the monument. So yeah. But, what was I talking about, jury? There was something I wanted to talk about. I completely forgot. Because otherwise, I mean, I'm not going to be talking about my life behind the screen, because that's, working on things. So all I have left is to talk about what's happening on screen and my thought process. I was talking about how leveling up faster is a thing for jury. But again, you could choose not to. But to focus on that first, I'm thinking of whether or not I need to do any preparations. Because if I take arms second, I'm in downtown and apartment for the rest, which are thankfully safe, threat level-wise. But, is there any other preparations I need to do? No, not really. Because I'm going to be in town for most of this run anyway. So, So, yeah, thankfully I don't need to run away. I can pocket knife out of this one. Do I want to pocket knife out of this one? Is it the best thing I can do? Because she's going to double her damage, and then I'm going to get super hurt. I could have also sold the medical kit, but I'll wait for my funds to hit 0. I could also choose to try handcuff this one, but knowing I have Akamanto... And yeah, I have flesh regrowth, but I don't want to take the damage right now. I might as well use the pocket knife now. I am going to be running into other encounters, but... we'll do some resource management early on, so yeah. Anywho, yeah, we're gonna meet the mad janitor now. What do I want to do? What time? Well, it depends what time I'm on. Doesn't it? I might only hit level 2 actually with how I'm going here, Also, the monkey wrench does allow me to open the manhole faster. I forgot if it's 2 or 3. I guess I'm about to find out. So, if I could brace, that would be nice. But I know I can't, so we'll do it once. If he raises his axe, we're definitely bracing. We'll do it twice. Is this twice? Okay, good. With the, well, not with the crowbar, but that's more a glitch. Unless it's 2, but I swear the monkey wrench makes it faster. Unless it is with the crowbar. Anywho. Because I thought there was a thing. Listen, I don't use that, I don't use the monkey wrench or crowbar manhole option often. But, when you have it, you might as well, right? Also, so yeah, I think I was going to talk about perks. I'll talk about that in a moment. Let me finish my mermaid's thought. So yeah, I don't often take that, but I swear that was included, where you could use the crowbar, but you could also use a monkey wrench, which, you know, is nice. Arms next, right? Yeah, arms next. So, yeah, so talking about Jury's perks and why they're pretty much a non-existent. They're non-existent because the stat increases don't really do anything for you, like 89% of the time, whereas there are, you know, that wouldn't be much of a problem, because then you could argue that, well, most perks only work in a few or several situations, but that's not true, because you have things like Daddy's Girl, which gives you a boat, well, at least on Harbinger, a boatload of not experience, funds. Oh, not funds? What am I talking about? You know, stamina. Daddy's Girl, which gives you like 10 stamina relative to Harbinger. Again, this is all relative to Harbinger. The reason I say relative to Harbinger is because you start with 13 max stamina. Therefore, if you heal 2 stamina per mystery, that's more stamina healed as opposed to being on Cultist or Septic, which you start with 17 or 21 max. You get what I mean, though. You start with more max stamina and reason in those easier difficulties than on Harbinger. Therefore, something like Daddy's Girl has a lot more worth than, say, I increased my dexterity by 2. Yeah, you would argue. What didn't I not say? Or did I just get pickpocketed? What happened to me? Anywho, I could have used the checkbook to avoid that, but I do want another level up. So, anywho, yeah. So one of Jerry's perks is 2 dexterity plus 2 doom. And yeah, even though some people might look down on minus 5% Doom Elusive, which is, I think that's the perk's name. I got so close. I can do 3, right? I can, thankfully. Thank goodness she has 5 or 6 strength. But 6 strength on normal difficulties, 5 strength on Harbinger. But yeah, Elusive is minus 5% Doom. Some people scoff at that. It's a very good perk. And then you have every other perks. And yes, alright, not every perk needs to be a banger, but the other 2 are pretty much non-existent. So, unless you're building into the... I mean, when I say that, though, that's more an argument of, well, you might as well use them for... Let's see if we can find one. So, yeah, 2 knowledge, 2 doom, you're like, well, I can equip the heavy-duty flashlight. And yes, I'll give you the... Let's give, not the benefit of the doubt, but assuming you're playing Jury as designed, you're going to be leveling up pretty much at the end of the first mystery, even if not before that, depending on how good your experience management is. Disregard Compass. Some people have said like, hey, can't you use Compass? Not on Harbinger. Well, you can. Just expect your doom to be at like 30% before your first investigation. Let me cough. Anywho. But yeah, you'll level up once, therefore that ties into what I'm talking about here. So you might be building into, say, the heavy-duty flashlight. So you have more knowledge, and then, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. 6 knowledge, you can do a little bit of things. You might need 7, I can't remember the threshold. But and the more occasional use that's to my standard is that it helps you in knowledge or events where you'd roll knowledge, but because of how RNG that is, because again, let's go back to Daddy's Girl. You know it's gonna proc at the end of a mystery. You know you're gonna get adrenaline. You know you're gonna get fast swimmer. And yes, I'm using pretty much the best perks in the game because these are, you know, if every perk only was situational. Also, I guess we take this to do. I'm not gonna level up anymore. Well, I might level. No, I'm not gonna level up. Who am I kidding? But yeah, we're using, because if it was the case that, you know, even only some of the perks were like, okay, like they work all the time, like Elusive, like, you can argue that for Jury. But again, Aiko has running shoes, which gives her another choice out. If you use character perks with, if you play with character perks only with Aiko, she has fast swimmer, which is nice. She has discipline, which it doesn't hurt to have. It doesn't increase your doom, like, compared to Jury's. And then you have running shoes, which, you know, if you don't have anything else, if all you have left is, like, art knowledge and even outdoorsmen selectively, then it's like, well, you might as well take running shoes, because maybe you run into Rumu Ghost and you run away. If you're on a Kathak run, then it hurts, but that, I would argue on a Kathak run, yeah, you lose the help of running shoes, but at the same time, Jury can't run away from anything either. Here I use the pocket knife, but also pocket knife is also not the most, you know, you're not always visiting the hardware. I only bought it because my other option was a crowbar for a weapon, which was the only weapon option. But at the same time, you could also say, and I would also say, it's like, well, that's the nature of World of Warcraft, because that's RNG, right? But anywho, that's going into the topic of RNG-based games. But yeah, again, so while not every perk's gonna be a banger, they do need a function for the most part. And, you know, it would make some sense if, you know, I think people were talking about it, but if Jury was allowed to lower the horror progress, even if it's by a rate of like 4-to-1, so every 4 doom she lowers, she gets a 1 progress back from the horror meter, anything like that, but because that doesn't happen, it's like, just die. Literally die, because yeah, leveling up can be important. Accuracy is probably the most precious thing that Jury gets from leveling up. I'm also thinking of whether or not I need to heal more stamina, but I guess I'll see if my stamina gets hurt. Also, Yogatag is getting Furious, which also increases the horror progress, but that's a Yogatag run that applies more. At the same time, again, we're gonna use Aiko because that's the example. I can think of any other character, literally. We'll move on to Yashiro next. But yeah, Aiko gets running shoes, and she's on Yogatag. Therefore, she's not on Kathak. Therefore, she can just choose to run if her. And yeah, while everyone else can do that, running shoes is less doom. Do that. You pick up Fast Swimmer. That's self-explanatory. For those who don't know, Fast Swimmer makes all your offensive time actions faster, which means Aiko gets to like 2-turn a lot of enemies with like almost every weapon. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it doesn't change the fact that it's pretty good. Like, it actually makes a huge difference. So, which is why when Toshiaki got the book strap, you just always use the prepare option. Unless you're maybe on an exquisite taste run, but that still plays to his favor. Then for so yeah, these handcuffs are gonna... I get 15 damage off this, right? So I need to hit 2 of these. Am I dead here? I think I would need to throw the monkey wrench, because I don't... Unless I need to be able to fit in a trade 2 stamina for one reason. And I need to hit this. Unless I choose to kick instead. I don't need that much damage, but yeah, there's a high chance. Because if I do this, he goes down to 26 HP, and the monkey wrench with the desperate struggle action does 15. So that's where I'm pulling the numbers. I'm literally 1 damage off. So haha funny. Haha, funny. Oh, 1 damage doesn't make a difference. It does. A lot more than you would think. I'm not gonna say all the time, but if that wasn't the case, then why do we hold, you know, things like core strength, ancestral strength to spell? But you get what I mean. Why do we hold damage increases in such high regard? It's because, again, enemies, you know, their HP ranges from 15 to 22. Bosses have a little bit more, but that doesn't change the fact that even when they have more, funny enough, an extra damage increase allows you to defeat an enemy 1 turn faster. Anyway, I'm getting away from the topic I think I was talking about earlier. Also, I can rest a whole bunch. Please don't give me... I've Roads Closed, Blood Moon, and Time Skip. I've stopped muting my mic because of cutting ethical things. Not cuts in, you know, the video, but even though that would be hard to do on World of Warcraft, that's just a me thing. That's me going, being paranoid. Having the paranoid curse in real life. Anywho, Sailors and something else is left. Botanist and Sailors. I want to save Sailors for last. I think I might have to History Club. What I will say is Jury still has her special thing. Special, you know, gameplay. Design-wise, the way you try to play her. Because you do everything in your power to experience earlier, but by extension, because you're trying to not increase Doom... Oh my goodness gracious, this is so painful. I can run. But what I mean, so even right there, because I know that because I try to level up and keep Doom low, that means my Doom's going to be low for the 4th and 5th mystery, which means that I can spend Doom, like, I stack all my Doom costs, or spend all my, I allow Doom to increase later in the run as opposed to earlier, which allows me to rest a lot more, escape from encounters a lot more, things like that. But, in the early game, you have to do everything in your power, which means you're like, oh, I don't want to rest because that's 6 Doom. But, anywho. Botanist. So, Village, what were my max threat levels anyway? I don't know anymore. Was it really forest? No, mansion in the village. I was about to say. I thought I checked mansion. Never mind. Anywho. But just know that 64%, you know, kind of in the middle of this fourth mystery isn't the best thing in the world, but I was at 40%. It's only because I rested 4 times, and most of the times you've seen, if for at least when you look at my videos, I don't rest that often on average. I like rest like 2-3 times tops. Sometimes I rest more, but oftentimes what I mean by that is when I rest more than 3 times, usually I end up dying. So also I could just choose to run here too. I think I'm gonna choose to run here too. So, and I have yet to equip this. I might as well equip it now. And, yeah, again, I have a lot of Doom to work with. Yes, I had Akamanto as well, but doesn't change the fact that, you know, my Doom management would have been a lot higher. Of course, it depends on the character. This is just how I will, at least I play Jury. If I was playing another character like Aiko, there would be a lot more. I would not be running as often as I was during the other encounters in this run as Jury. And then if I was Toshiaki, I'd have a lot more Doom. If I was Yashiro, which I should talk about now because I promised to, even though it kind of goes off tangent of what I was originally talking about, which is Jury's perks. But yeah, Yashiro, he has an extra padding of stamina and reason, which matters a bit more on Harbinger, objectively, just by nature of numbers being lower, or max stamina and reason being lower. And then he has Zeal, which, you know, at least synergizes because he has higher max stamina, max reason. If you keep your faith high, you can try to keep your faith low, but I don't think that's really, well, you can play him with low faith. That's why he gets the damage increase. Otherwise, I mean, that's kind of just there at this point, but. And then he was nerfed because, yeah, now he needs more experience to level up. Although, you know, I did note, I think if I was talking about how strong Yashiro was before, it's because when you, as soon as you leveled up, sometimes you got Zeal. It's not always guaranteed because of my one perk thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I do have Monument to use. I was gonna grab cigarettes, and then I wasn't anymore. I actually should have, because that would have. I probably would have stayed to fight a lot more encounters, but it's too late now. Can I get a reason or fund? No? Cool. Die me. I do have flesh regrowth. That's why I went so low. But. Might have to throw the monkey wrench. I forgot my second encounter was as well. I did kind of go into a rant. 6 perception? No, why would I ever? I don't want to, but I might have to. Also, Yogatag, yeah, Yogatag just pounding me here. So, I think I die. Because I have to fight Takshi-san as well. Unless I throw... Nope, I don't have anything else. 2 Doom for this, and then 3 Doom in the... Or 4 Doom. I think I die here. I rested too many times. Hence why I don't rest more than 3 times. But I could have managed it earlier. There are other things I could have done. Unless I want to gamble on this being timeline A, I guess I might as well. I don't have much else of a choice. This allows me to lower Doom at least, but yeah, at this point I'm hoping to not be on timeline B. If I am on timeline B, I think I pretty much die. Let's find out though, because this boss is going to be doing -4. So yeah, let's find out. The one time I need, okay, good. I'm not that unlucky, but hey. And we have 2 stamina checks, or 2 checks that decrease my stamina, but again, it's me trying to remember which encounters I've been in, which I normally just logic out. I really should remember, but I also don't have a light source, so we're losing 3 reasons, but that doesn't matter. I'm looking at my Doom management right now, so how many floors do we have? So I can fail a second encounter check. Is there anything else I'm scared of? I don't think so, so let's go. But yeah, anywho, and yeah, you could be because this is winnable actually. So at this point, yeah, as much as I've ranted in this video, I still didn't make it out that badly. What did I do second? Was it mermaids? No, arms, right? Arms. Yeah, it was arms. I definitely need to get one of these right. Second encounter. So if I was in arms second, that means I must have run into... I don't think I ran into a downtown one, right? Did I? Was it the Aspiring Lava? I want to say it was one of these 2. It wasn't the Mad Janitor, obviously. Because Arms is my second miss. Was it actually? No, Mermaids was my first, though. I think I was Mad Janitor. It wasn't Akamanto. Mad Janitor? Yeah, it was. Okay. I should survive no matter what. If I die, I will be quite sad. But yeah. Let me just... I guess I should just Wait, do I die still? No, I don't die still, right? There's no way I die here, right? I can't throw the monkey wrench as well, but out of safety, ooh, is this safe? 75%? 3 turns and I do a lot of damage. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to do this. If I don't hit 2 of these in a row, I'm going to do the same brace, but I'm gonna do this and trade stamina. Yeah, because I'm gonna desperate action. Or I'm gonna try to. He takes bonus damage, but that doesn't change the fact I need to hit him, like, twice. So, and yes, I could throw the monkey. Actually, I should. I don't think I'd do enough, right? I'm gonna do this. This is safer. Because I think the monkey wrench should do at least 3 damage, is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm trying to get to a oh, well, I mean, I have flesh regrowth, but unless for some reason it's not gonna work, if I somehow die here, I will be quite sad to myself. But let's throw the monkey wrench first, so I don't accidentally die to doom. I will die to doom if I don't do this correctly. So we'll do this. I don't have curse signs, thankfully. 16 health, but you get what I mean. Anywho, so we take 3 stamina damage. Oh no, we don't have. That's right. We don't have the 6-4. Anywho. Yeah, there's a lot I could say, but we're at the end of the video, so I won't take up more of your time. You know what to do if you want to do the things you want to do that I have told you about before, and I guess I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.